quote, painting is the grandchild of nature. It is related to God. Rembrandt. Quote, principles is the development of a complete mind. Studying the science of art, study the art of science. Leonardo da Vinci. Now here I am going to be comparing the Renaissance time period and the Baroque time period using art. But before I get into that, let me talk to you guys a little bit about the Renaissance and Baroque period. The Renaissance period began in the 16th century and was marked as the rediscovery of the Bible and went with the Hebraic tradition. It as well marked the rediscovery of ancient Greece and with the classical tradition. The Baroque period began in the 17th century. Their paintings are ornate and have many tastes and figures that seem to be overdone. The art also combines vast scales with intricately detailed ornamentation with change of emotion and energy. Here I will explain how both periods had their own styles in art and how they portrayed it. Okay, similar to the Greeks, artists from the Renaissance stressed for ideal forms and human-centered perspectives. Michelangelo, who is also known as a Renaissance man, sculpted the David statue that portrays ideal forms, not individuals. Usually during this time, artists also tried to portray their figures handsome, gorgeous, and mathematically perfect, which is what the David sculpture portrays. The Last Judgment, painted by Rubens, a Baroque artist, is a bundle of huge bodies tumbling over themselves as they either travel upwards to heaven or down to hell. Here, Rubens tries to portray a full Christian balance of the spiritual and the physical, the emotional and the rational. Now, back to my quote about how painting is the grandchild of nature, it is related to God. We can see how this quote relates to how they want, in the Baroque, how they want to portray a balance of spiritual and the physical relating to God. And then with my quote from Leonardo da Vinci of how we can see that he's like study the art, study the science of art, study it all, how it really, you can really see it in the Renaissance because mathematically they wanted to sculpture their sculptures right or paint their paintings right. And therefore we can conclude that both periods had their own styles in art and how they portrayed it. Thank you.